Seattle Seahawks, New England Patriots. They have made it to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl number 60. In this one, I will play as the Seattle Seahawks and see, in the end, who will be the Super Bowl champion. Drake May and the New England Patriots hoping for a new dynasty uprising, or the Seattle Seahawks hoping for revenge after their Super Bowl 11 years earlier. Let's get rolling. Here we go. The NFL Super Bowl. This will be an interesting one. There's been a lot of teams. There's only two that will make it to the Super Bowl. It's going to be an interesting one here. Okay, first off, love the graphics. This is in Santa Clara, California. Now, I did this one because a bunch of people have been doing their predictions about Super Bowl, but I thought, why don't I just play Madden 26 on my Xbox, obviously. Now, this is the New England Patriots who are wearing their white jerseys. They also wore white jerseys when they had their rematch 11 years ago, back in 2015. And that the New England Patriots are on the field, and everyone's pumped up. And then on the other side, the Seattle Seahawks. And everyone is getting ready to go out on the field. So let's see how it goes right here, right now. They're running on the field. And everyone is seeing this great matchup is Super Bowl 60. Who will win this epic Super Bowl? The head coaches are watching, each one hoping that their team will be the champion that they want. We are getting ready for the kickoff here, and right now it's Seattle. It's going to be kicking the ball to New England, and we are getting ready for this kick right here. Here we go. Seattle kicks it off, and there we go. It's going to be going down here. Here comes Seattle, and he does a deke, and whoa! New England gets knocked at 23. Drake May, second NFL season, getting ready for some action. The 6'4", 223-pound quarterback is ready for action. All right, Seattle is ready. I'm playing as Sam Darnold, hoping he could overcome the hump of being a bust after so many failed attempts with the Jets and then with the Panthers. Then he finally had his redemption. And now they're trying to run and not even close. Not down behind the line of scrimmage. And it's DeMarcus Lawrence, who's in his first year with Seattle after originally being with the Cowboys. Oh boy, this could get intense here. This is going to be intense. And getting ready for some more action. Drake May looks like he might have to be forced to pass here. If I were... All right, here we go. He does for a pass here. And, whoa, wide open interception. And that is going to be a major mistake. What happened here? That is Jones, the absolute fourth. Look at that. That Ernest Jones, the fourth, was able to take advantage of an overthrown, and he caught it. And unfortunately for New England, they're in a bad spot right here. But hey, if they had the Tom Brady magic, they probably won't let this stop them. Alrighty here. They're doing the high fives, and here is the guy himself, Sam Darnold. 8th NFL season, 28 years old, 6'3", 225 pounds. It looks like we're getting ready for some action. Let's get ready to show them what we need to do first. Walker the third on the field right now. Ray looks like he's going to go run here. He runs, gets a few yards, goes down, first down. Kenneth Walker the third gets a first down. The running back is strong, but they have to throw the ball around. Otherwise, they will be eating them alive. And Sam Darnold hoping to get some action right now. So let's hope he doesn't see Ghost. And quick throw to the left. And it's going to be Cooper Kupp. He's short at the one. Let's not make the mistake we made before, where they did not run the ball at the one. We're going to have to run it. So here we go. Kenneth Walker III is going to have to run in for the end zone right here. But New England's going to try and stop him. Here he comes. And touchdown, Seattle! Seattle Seahawks get the touchdown. And now with that out of the way, we have a chance for the extra point here. 32-yard attempt, an extra point because they knocked it back. And here we go. The kick up and down the middle. Seattle gets an early lead thanks to a key interception. Would that happen in real life? I don't know. Okay. That's going to be a tough matchup to eat right here. They're going to get ready for the kick here. And now Seattle's waiting to kick it here. Here we go. The kick is going to be hard. And it's a high one. And here we go again. And knocked down at the 22. Drake May is trying to overcome the hump of throwing a key interception, but it's not going to be easy. This is not just any defense. This is Seattle Seahawks defense, not the Legion of Boom defense. That would have been up the middle. Whoa! Huge run by Travion Henderson. Okay, I see ya. I see ya. And here comes Drake May and the New England Patriots again. It's going to be a very, very close. And they're going to run it again. Nope, it's a fake. Play action. Oh, hard sack. All those yards they had, they just get pummeled back. Hard sack. And I would be shaking seeing that. Here we go again. It's going to be 2nd and 20. And a long way to go for New England. Here come the Seahawks, and wide open, and the guy missed him, and he deked him, and they got all the yards back and a first down. Drake May recovers after that horrible interception in the first drive, and now gets a chance to go into near field goal territory for his team. They might run again. Here we go. Drake May in New England trying to show the world what he's made of. Here we go. And they're doing the run, and he gets knocked down after 3. 3-yard gain on the play. Oh, my goodness. If you guys made it this far, comment below who are you going for. Are you going for Seattle? Are you going for New England? Or the Meteor? Who knows? I don't know. But you guys can decide for yourself in the comments. All right. Right, here we go. And a wide open. And he made... No, he did not. He did not make the catch. That was probably going to be a catch, but they knocked it down. The pressure was too great. All right, here we go again. They're passing. Spin move. And he's going to go for the first down. Oh, hard knockdown. And injury timeout for Seattle. And that's not good. No, no, no. They are on the 29. They're comforting him right now. They're showing their hard-earned effort right there, but that's not good. And they're going to go for it. They are going for it. It's going to be a tough one. If they make it first down, they get a chance to go into the end zone. But if they stop, it's turnover downs. Here we go. They're going to run it here. And he gets taken down. Seattle says no. DeMarcus Lawrence says no. Seattle will get the ball back. Huge play right there. Stops him from getting into first down territory and probably near broke a guy's back. Alrighty. Sam Darnold is going to be in interesting field position on the 29-yard line. Here we go again for Seattle. And they're going to run it here. It's a fake. And over there, Kev Walker does a few deke and gets 6 yards on the run. And now there is an injury report, apparently. He's going to have to return to, but he has a high risk injury, so we're going to substitute him real quick just so we don't have any more injuries down there. And Darnold, 2nd and 4, ready for fraction. Does a play action again. Whoa, deep one. Cooper Kupp! Cooper Kupp! All the way! Touchdown! Touchdown, Seattle again. Points to the crowd and the people who are his true supporters after the Rams decided to move on from him. A deep pass to Cooper Kupp with only one defender chasing him, and he made it into a highlight reel. Looky here, guys. Rams, what were you thinking when you let him go? That's my question that you could ask them. And now we're going for the field goal. This is only the first quarter, and we're already dominating the huge, great effort. And there we go. Kicks up. And the extra point is good. 14-0 Seattle. And they had just 2 plays to go 71 yards in. Matt McDougall, I think. McDonald, excuse me. He's happy. All right. Gotta do that D kick this time. We're gonna see if we do a touchback on those guys. Here we go again. Seattle ready for the kick. And they kick it up. New England's gonna see where it goes. And it goes right near the upright and into the end zone. So that is a touchback as we get ready for a huge opportunity for Seattle. They're on the 35 doing the new rules. And now Drake May's going to be ready. Here we go. He does a play action and a throw over everyone's head except for the number 5. Oh, huge tackle. And again, Williams is hurt again. And this time, I think it's his hamstring. Not good, not good, not good. He's going to have to stretch that out real quick. We need him out there. A huge first down for Drake May, and it looks like Seattle's using the injury timeouts. They're putting up the middle, and it's spin move, and a huge play, but he's second in inches. He is short, and there's leg cramps, so we're going to have to really watch it next time. And looks like we're going to have to watch out for it. They might try to do a sneak right there where they try to go over the marker, and they will not go, and it's an easy first down for them. Oh, hard tackle on the logo, but it is a first down for Henderson and the New England Patriots. All right, here we go. Right there. Oh, and that's the end of the first quarter with a 14-0 Seattle lead, but New England is getting down the field, and they're showing the highlight where a good catch has shown some great offense, and now they're like, yeah, we got this. I don't want to count out New England. New England will probably make a good comeback. All right, Seattle's trying. And on pressure, and there he goes. Drake May gets sacked, and I mean hard. That is a hard sack. The offensive line of New England has got to stand up, and they are probably ticked off. And looking at how everything's going here, there is a situation, and they're doing the screenplay, and they're going to try and get there, and they don't. They barely get back to the line of scrimmage as they originally were for the sack, but now they're going to have to do some action here. They're going to go for a field goal here. It's a pretty interesting field goal position, not too shabby, and they kick it. The ball is up. It is going, and it is good. New England gets on the board. It is 14-3 Seattle. Good kick for the New England faithful. And now here goes New England kicking the ball here to Seattle. Seattle's waiting for it. And here we go. Now Seattle's going, and they're going to try to run, and he gets taken near the 30, so it's on the 28. Now Sam Darnold goes back on the field. Looking at his offense right here, they might have to really mix it up a little bit after New England probably got thrown off a little bit after Cooper Kupp. That's a deep one. Right down there. Oh, my word. A huge pass by Sam Darnold. First down, and I mean a huge play. Right down the field and makes a great offensive play. Shaheed makes the great catch for Seattle. Now it's time for some action running the ball. Running the ball will be good here. And here we go. And they're going to get to Kenneth Walker. Gets around one guy and knocks one down. And a huge 7-yard. Whew. That's a good play right there. So, looks like Seattle's getting their offense ready. As long as they keep being consistent on offense, they could probably get away with some things. And throw. Here we go. Down there. And touchdown! Seattle! Smith Nijira has made the amazing catch. Jackson, my guy. That was a great offensive route. Looks like they're really shredding at New England's defense. Look at that. Just running right through and destroying, and that probably would get them chewed up by the coaches because you really don't want to flip. You could hurt yourself pretty bad. And now with that out of the way, we are going to go for the extra points. Seattle's got a huge lead right here. It is going to be 21-3. And if I hear those 28 memes in the comments, I promise you, I don't think it's going to happen in the Super Bowl. And look at that. They have been dominating on the field, and New England is trying to find an answer for New England. The last time we went touchback, they actually went to 35. We're going to try and avoid that because of the rules, and as they stand still like robots in foosball, we're getting going. And here comes Seattle, and New England gets knocked down to 25. Drake May will probably have to try and go deep here. So far, it's been all Seattle. They got a field goal in their last drive, but they got to start passing if I were them. And as I say that, they go up a pass, and they get 7 yards on the pass. Not too shabby right there, but if I were New England, I wouldn't go for side pass. I go deep. Meanwhile, Seattle trying to get on the action here. And they do a run and knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard loss. Seattle is sending a message. They are aggressive. They are not the next Legion of Boom. They bring the boom. So let's go. Here we go. And Seattle pressure, and they're doing a screen, and no, denied. Huge tackle by Devon Witherspoon, and they get a loss of 3 on the play. He made a good catch, but Seattle got under him. And that doesn't look good. He just went bam right there. That doesn't look legal. And now they're going to have to punt here in the second quarter as they're getting ready to punt here. And there's the kick. And they're going to have to, they're not doing a fair catch. And, oh, a huge play. And not too bad in the yards. So they get a good field play here. And we're going to see Seattle really trying to dominate here on the field of play. Sam Darnold ready for drama and action here. Here we go. He fakes it out, and they're trying to chase Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker dinks him and goes to the first down. He's not stopping, and he goes around, and they finally knock him down to 26. Huge run by Kenneth Walker the third. My, oh my, what a way. Deking them and breaking ankles. That will probably be worth watching. And we're going to have to watch it here. Sam Darnold watching their offense here. And they're going to watch it. And they're going up the middle. Kenneth Walker does a huge hit and gets 7 yards on the play. Not too bad right there. And a few good yards right there. And now, there it is. There it is. Right there. We're watching. And up the middle. And incomplete. I can't believe they went there. At least we know when the scene goes. Sam Darnold has a losing record against the New England Patriots, unfortunately. Doesn't exactly help that they were once the same league. Deep pass. And up there. Touchdown, Seattle. Huge touchdown, and you could do the Fortnite dance while you do it. Look at that. A huge one right there by Rashad Shaheed. A great catch right there. Right there. And that is a play to remember. And look at that. He's just dancing around. Okay. Doing the extra point again. So far, it's about to be 28-3 Seattle. Imagine if New England tries to come back from that. And now Seattle has a huge lead, but this is New England here. Tom Brady or not, they could pull an upset. And here we go again, ready for some power. And here is the kick coming up and up in the air, and they're getting ready to catch it. Here they go. And here comes New England, and oh, shoot! Knocked down to 23, and Dre May having his worst offensive start so far. Only 3 points in the first 2 quarters, and pressure is coming, and here goes Dre May again. 3rd sack for Seattle. And look at that. It is 3-28. The memes shall commence, and the Falcon fans shall be free if they see Seattle choke a 28-3 lead. But then again, I make trust Seattle. We'll see what happens. And pressure's on. Drake May will do a run and a great pass. That's why you can't sleep on those guys. You can't sleep on them. So Seattle's going to have to really get aggressive here. There's less than 1 minute on the clock. They have 2 timeouts remaining here. Quick pass up the middle, and they get a good tackle. And Seattle calls their second timeout right here as they are getting down the field. Can they get down the field for a touchdown before halftime? And here we go. And, pressure coming. Drake May's running. He's running away with them, and he dies. First down, New England. And looks like we're going to have to really watch it here. Seattle's trying to hurry up, too, as they got a first down problem. Drake May getting pressure, and wide open, and a boom! And there's 30 seconds on the clock. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, and a timeout by New England. They might be either going for it or going for a field goal here. If I were the coach, I'd go for that field goal. They will go for a field goal. It's not gonna be as deep as the last one, but we'll see what happens here. And pressure is on here. Here it comes. There's a deep one. It is going to be right up the middle. Another field goal for New England. It is now 6-28 as we got 1 second on the second quarter. It wouldn't matter anyway. And that's a deep kick, and they're going to let this one... And they're still going to go anyway. And here, there's a block here, and a huge deke right there. And that's going to be the end of the half. It's halftime with a 28-6 lead for Seattle. It's going to be a very intense matchup, but it will be interesting. And they're showing a halftime report here. And looking at the blowout territory, Kenneth Walker III showing that grit that he always has. And even though Drake May shows some flashes, the defense for New England cannot handle the greatness of Seattle. The greatness, the flips, and the hamstring pull that probably happened if he does that again. So far, Drake May 9 for 11, 121, no touchdown. What I said, Sandaro 6 for 7. Oh no. There's gonna be screenshots of that meme after that meme from my short I did. That was not intentional. I am sorry. I do not know what happened here. Now they're gonna try again. They kick, and here comes New England. They're gonna be going trouble here, and a huge tackle right at the 36. And a good field position for Seattle. And there's gonna be a possible deep pass here, if we could do that. And with more passing yards from Sam Darnold than Drake May, it's so far in New England. It's New England's nightmare. And a deep pass by Darnold, wide open, and a huge tackle. Sam Darnold with a huge play right there. He threw a deep pass right there, making this guy wide open. And now they're going to be have to watch here. Sam Darnold waiting for a good play. And wide open, he's running. Shaheed, Deke, and pushing up, and they're in the red zone. Red zone is basically inside the 20-yard line on the other side. So they are in the New England's 11-yard line. And Kenneth Walker's going to be running. Here he goes. He's running. He's going. Touchdown, Seattle. And that is how you send a message. You always should run the ball when you have a great running back. That's how you do it. I wish they did that with Sean Lynch. They should have ran the ball. And a big play right there, a huge touchdown. That's how you do it. You got to go for that touchdown. You got to get aggressive on the offense when you can. And there we go. And extra point is good. It is 35-6. And now with that out of the way, we got a huge chance here right now. And here we go. There's the kick. Boom. Right there. Kick right there. And here they go. They're going to try. If I were them, I'd try to go all the way. And he does not get to the 25. But this is Drake May. You cannot go wrong with him. He will go past you. He will make short passes on you. He will strategize. But they're in a very big situation right here. And they do a run here. And he gets swallowed up. Back to the line of scrimmage. Not looking promising. And Drake May might have to be forced to pass. But Seattle's defense, you can't go wrong with that. And here we go. And they're going to try to run again. And 3rd and 13. DeMarcus Lawrence strikes again. And a huge play opportunity for New England. They have to go deep here. And Drake May, under pressure, throws a deep one right there. And that is intercepted. Interception. And a huge interception right there by the defense. Whoa. Whew. The celebration commences in Seattle. And look at that, guys. Look at that. That is New England's second turnover of the game. And I'd be a little concerned. And uh-oh. And he quits a quick pass. He gets away from the scramble. Kenneth Walker dekes and breaks the ankles of several New England defenses. Sam Darnold did a quick pass as he was getting hit to Kenneth Walker. And he got away from the aggressive blitz that was coming from New England. Not too shabby right there. And now here we go. And New England trying to stop it. Kenneth Walker just runs right through. breaking ankles and ran his own teammate, and a huge first down inside the 10-yard line. Now, we have a good running back that could do the job for us, so we got to run the ball as much as we can here. And right there, going to be running around, and it's not our running back, but we can get it anyway. Touchdown, Seattle again. Woo-hoo! Aggression is key. George Holani has made the touchdown. The aggression of Seattle is showing here in the Super Bowl. Will the Empire of New England collapse here, or will they make the impossible comeback? 42-6 here, and New England might try to make it a ball game, but Seattle, thanks to key interceptions, taking advantage of every opportunity, have made it a game to remember. Here we go. Seattle is getting ready to kick again, and here we go. And booyah. Here we go, right there. And he's going to try to avoid, and whoa. That hurts. Drake May is going to at least try to get down the field. That's the goal, get down the field. It's the most important thing right now for the team right now. And here they go. They're going to run it up the middle, and they get 4 yards on that play. Had an opening up the middle and got into that zone. And New England trying to get some momentum back in their favor. Fake play action. May does a run and a huge... No! He dropped the ball! Oh! Okay, that was unexpected right there. And there's a audible on the play. Audible on the play. Audible on the play. And looks like New England and Seattle are playing audible. Here we go. 3rd and 6. This could be important for New England as they get ready down the field. Makes a great catch, but denied. Denied of a first down, 1-yard gain, and they're going to have to punt. A punt opportunity here in the 3rd quarter for New England. This is a horrible situation for New England. And a big kick right there. And here come the Patriots, but Seattle just did a few yards there on the 37. And looking at how things are going, Seattle's got in the bag, it looks like. And quick pass to Kenneth Walker, and he gets knocked down. No chance whatsoever to catch that. And looks like it's all going down to another passing here. And Kupp makes the catch, and he gets 6 yards on the play. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's going to be a 3rd and 4. This is the deepest territory of 3rd down they have gotten so far. And now, here we go. Up the middle, 1st down, and a little more. Kenneth Walker III gets knocked back, but no sweat. 1st down, Seattle once again. 64 million are probably watching, maybe more. Kenneth Walker goes up the middle and gets 2 yards on the play. And now that'll be it for the 3rd quarter with a 42-6 Seattle. Super Bowl is in the bag with Seattle, looks like. But Kenneth Walker has shown he's aggressive on the running play, and that is the danger of Seattle. And now here it is. Right there. New England might make a good case right here, but if Seattle can step their defense up, they could probably make it a game. And it's a play action. Up the middle, down there, right into the deep zone. Almost intercepted by New England. That was a huge catchy opportunity for New England, but they failed. And up the middle, makes a great catch. 1st down, Seattle. And a good one right there. And it looks like Seattle's going to take advantage of their defense's weakness in terms of New England. And up the middle, Kenneth Walker gets 3 yards on the play. We're going to keep running the ball. Oh man, my voice is getting dry. I got to make sure to drink a lot of water. Right now, 7, here we go. Flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. No. Oh, defense offsides. We will decline. We will decline it as we get our 1st down, and they're on the 13. That penalty, they'll stop the clock, though, so that's not good for for Seattle because they need to eat the clock. Less time for a comeback. And, ooh, right there. That is a huge run there. 6 yards. So, if I were to, I'd be careful. Watching. And right there. And touchdown, Seattle! The ceiling of the game is here. Kenneth Walker III with another touchdown. Give him the MVP. Give him the MVP right here. Up the air and boom. Huge one right there and ate up the clock a little bit there. Looks like New England's going to get the ball. They might get a touchdown. Maybe show some effort right there. And now there is a deep one right up the middle. Going, and here comes New England's return team, and boom, baby, right out to 21. Andre, may I go deep? Just go deep every time. Don't worry about the run. Go deep every single time. And here we go. They're going to run the ball at the middle, and he does a deke right up the middle. First down, New England. A huge first down right there for New England. And it looks like they're going to have to try and watch it. Uh-oh. It looks like they saw something on our defense. We're going to try to get aggressive. And here we go. Waiting. Here we go. Just going through. And Drake May. Fumble! Fumble! And here goes New England right for the ball. Oh, my goodness. Defensive touchdown. Oh, yeah, baby. They might want to see that replay. Leonard Williams made a good tackle, so he... Oh, whoa, he lost control of the ball. Look at that. Oh, yeah, I might be big, but I'm Superman. Boom, baby. Oh, my goodness. Huge touchdown right there for Seattle. That... I'd be horrified if this was a score. I'd be surprised, to be honest. I'm really just making it like booyah. And a huge extra point, 56-6 here. And this will be a big win if we win this one. And here we go, up there. And that's a kick. They got a different guy. They switched things around. They got a different guy in the backfield. And a hard tackle at the 20. So... looks like Drake May's gonna have to get down the field one last time if he wants to get his team to get into range. It's a fake. He's gonna run it here, and a hard tackle, and he gets 7 on the play. 7 yards on the play. We're gonna have to get ready to blitz a little more here because they suddenly took advantage of our rush and pressure. Drake May sacked. 5th sack for Seattle right here, and I'm not sure that New England doesn't know what they're doing anymore. Because if they knew what they were doing, they probably wouldn't have to worry so much passing. And here comes New England. And here's a deep pass right there. Knocked away. 4th and 10. They are cooked. Cooked. And looks like it's going to be a punt again. Here we go. Right there. And that's a easy catch right there. And deep. And Shaheed. Whoa. Huge catch right there, but he made a good run. And it is now a 56-6 lead for Seattle. And we're going to have to run the ball here. And run it we will. And he just hesitated there. Probably not a good thing. And Kenneth Walker runs. First down. And I mean a huge first down. And he just chills. First down, and the 2-minute warning has begun and commenced. A huge 56-6 lead over New England. And look at this. It's going to be another run opportunity here. Up the middle, and he got 2 yards on that one. Not too bad. Bounced off a defender. And it is still 1 minute and a half to go. We cannot let them use their timeouts because they will probably try to use, and... they took advantage of that, and looks like we're going to have to pass here. It's 3rd and 12. And we're going to see if we can catch them lacking a little bit. And just watching. And fake. And And that is 4th and 2. Let's do the thing. We're gonna do the thing. 4th and 2. And we're gonna go for it because we got 2 yards to go. Just a field goal. We can do this. Up the middle and first down. That will seal it right there. Kenneth Walker's gotten aggressive right here. And now is 25 seconds to go right here. And I think we're gonna have to do a very interesting, what I call, not a field goal. Why they do just a field goal? Come on, dude. All right, I guess we're gonna have to do a run. 7 seconds to go here. This will be our last play for this Super Bowl. And here we go. Kenneth Walker runs, and that's it. The Seattle Seahawks are your Super Bowl champions. They overcome the hump. The score, 56-6. Drake May had some spark, but unfortunately, Seattle has said the message. We are the new boom. And the pouring of the Gatorade is here. That's going to be the score prediction based on this game. But you guys comment below your score prediction. And let me know who you think will get MVP. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you, Rock. Don't forget it.